Okay, next is the pressure force on the curved bodies. Okay, so suppose we have got one curved body and we are assuming this curved body as a quarter circle, the circle of radius r, and which is at a distance of r from the free liquid surface, and we have to determine the forces acting on this particular curved bodies, pressure force acting. Okay, so the pressure force acting here is at this point. Suppose this pressure force is dF. Okay, so this dF will have two components, as we know. First is the horizontal component dFh, and second is the vertical component dFv. Okay, so we have to determine these two component, horizontal component as well as the vertical component. Suppose this is acting at a distance at an angle of theta from here. Getting this? Okay, so first thing is to determine this horizontal component. Now what is this horizontal component? How can we determine this horizontal component? So this Fh is nothing but when I project this curved surface, if I vertically project this, so whatever force I am getting on this vertical projection, that force is nothing but the horizontal force. Okay, I will repeat it again. If I project this curved surface, if I vertically project this curved surface, the force, the horizontal force which is acting on this vertical projection of the curved surface is nothing but Fh. Getting this or not? Okay, so this Fh is nothing but force on vertical projection of curved surface. Okay, that means इस curved surface को मैंने vertically project किया, and whatever force is acting on this projection. Okay, when I am projecting this vertically, जब मैं इसको vertically project कर रहा हूँ, then I am getting a rectangle. Okay, इस curve को मैंने vertically project किया, curved plate को vertically project किया, I am getting a rectangle here. Okay, rectangle. The force acting on this rectangle, the horizontal force acting on this rectangle is nothing but Fh. First thing. Okay, and as we know, because we are projecting it directly on the flat surface, on the vertical projection. Okay, so this Fh is nothing but gamma A into x bar, as we have already seen. The value of this Fh will be equal to gamma A x bar, where x bar, very important thing, x bar is the depth of center of gravity of vertical projection. Okay, now you don't have to determine the center of gravity of this curved plate. What you have to do is you have to project this on the vertical plane and then determine the center of gravity of this vertical plane, and the distance of the center of gravity of this vertical plane from the free liquid surface is nothing but x bar. Getting the point or not? So x bar is the depth of center of gravity of vertical projection from free liquid surface. Okay, vertical projection of curved plate from free liquid surface. Okay, so this Fh as this x bar. Next, A is the area of vertical projection. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to project this on the vertical plane, and then we have to determine the horizontal force for this projection only. Then just forget it for some time, और इसके लिए horizontal force निकालो. Horizontal force निकालने का तरीका मैंने बताया, Fh is equal to gamma A x bar, where A is the area. In that case, when the plate was vertical, हम plate का area लेते हैं, but here the plate is curved. We are projecting this and we are getting an imaginary vertical plate. तो उस imaginary vertical plate का हम area लेंगे, that is area of vertical projection. And gamma, as we know, is a specific weight of fluid. Okay, so this Fh is equal to gamma A x bar, and you can note this thing, very important thing. Center of pressure of horizontal force is center of pressure of vertical projection. Okay, so whatever is the center of pressure of this vertical projection we will get a rectangle. तो उस rectangle का जो center of pressure होगा, that will be the center of pressure of this horizontal force. That means this horizontal force will act at the point of the center of pressure of the vertical projection. Getting this thing or not? That means अगर हमको horizontal force निकालना है, what we have to do is we have to project it vertically and then forget this and then determine the horizontal force for this projection. Okay, so that horizontal force, as I told you, is Fh, which is equal to gamma A x bar. First thing. Second वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, अब वर्टिकल फोर्स कैसे निकालना है. सो दिस वर्टिकल फोर्स इज बिकॉज ऑफ द वेट ऑफ द लिक्विड विच इज अबाउ दिस. सो अबाउ दिस कर्व्ड सरफेस, इस कर्व्ड सरफेस के ऊपर जितनी भी लिक्विड है उस पूरी लिक्विड का वेट निकालना है. whatever liquid we are having above this curved surface, the weight of that liquid is nothing but vertical force Fv. Getting this? Okay, so this Fv is vertical force component, and which is equal to weight of fluid contained above curved plate. up to free liquid surface. ओके, सो इसमें वर्टिकल फोर्स कैसे निकालेंगे, इसके ऊपर जितना भी वेट है अप टू फ्री लिक्विड सरफेस, ये पूरा वेट लिक्विड का निकालेंगे, डेट विल बी द वर्टिकल फोर्स. ओके, सो सेम प्लेट के लिए अब हमको हॉरिजॉन्टल एंड वर्टिकल फोर्स कंपोनेंट निकालना है. सो हाउ कैन वी डिटरमाइन दैट? आई विल ड्रॉ इट हियर ऑल्सो, द सेम कर्व्ड सरफेस. Okay, so first is the horizontal component. This FH, as I told you, is gamma A x bar. Okay, and here A will be equal to the area of this vertical projection. So we will project it, and when we project this curve, we will get a rectangle. Okay, rectangle of what dimension? Of R by thickness, and thickness in the perpendicular direction to this table is suppose 1. So this area will be equal to R into 1. Getting this or not? Okay, so this will be equal to gamma into R into 1 vertical projection, that means a rectangle of R by 1, okay, into x bar. Now what is x bar? So this distance is R. Okay, x bar is nothing but the distance of center of gravity of this vertical projection from free liquid surface. Okay, so this is R, so this total distance, this is x bar. So this x bar will be equal to R plus R by 2, which is 1.5 of R. This will be 1.5 of R. So from here we will get this as 1.5 gamma R square. This is for per meter length. We are considering the thickness as length as 1 meter. Length means perpendicular direction, in perpendicular to this paper. Getting this? Okay, next is to determine the vertical force. So how can we determine this vertical force? Vertical force, as I told you, we have to determine the total area, weight of this portion. Okay, so in order to determine the total force or total weight of the liquid in this portion, first we will have to determine the volume of this portion. Okay, so suppose this is A, this point is B, this is C, this is D, E and F. Getting this or not? Okay, so in order to determine the weight of this A, B, C, D, E, F, first we will have to determine the area of this A, B, C, D, E, F, and then we will multiply that area by length, which we are taking as 1 meter. Getting this? So this Fv is equal to weight of fluid in portion A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, now weight is equal to specific weight into volume. Specific weight is gamma into volume. Volume means area into length. Length is taken as 1 into area. Now what will be the area? So area will be equal to first the area of this rectangle. Okay, this area of rectangle, this rectangle is of R by R. Actually this is a square, so area of this square is R by R. First thing, plus the area of this quarter circle. Okay, so area of circle we know is pi by 4 d square or pi r square. So for quarter circle it will be pi by 4 r square, 1/4 of the circle, pi by 4 into r square. Getting this or not? Okay, so from here we will get this as r square plus pi by 4 r square into gamma. Okay, or you can say, so this will be equal to r square into 4 plus pi by 4 into gamma, this much vertical force per meter of length. Suppose the length is given as L meter, so just multiply this force by L. I am just telling you the way how you can determine. Okay, so these two force components are acting. First is the horizontal force in horizontal direction Fh, and second is the vertical force in vertical direction Fv. Now if we want to determine the force, resultant force, so Fr, as we know, the resultant force Fr will be equal to under root of Fh square plus Fv square. That's it, first thing. Second thing, so if I square these two terms, Fh square plus Fv square, and take the square root, I will get the net force, resultant force, first thing. Second thing, this angle theta, so this angle theta, tan of theta will be equal to, as we know, Fh upon Fv. So from here we can determine the resultant force magnitude as well as the direction of that resultant force. Getting this or not? Okay. Now very important note. Now suppose if the underside of the curved surface is subjected to some hydrostatic pressure. Okay, so the underside of this curved surface is at water. Okay, this is our curved surface, and we have the underside of this curved surface as water. So suppose this is if we are having the free liquid surface same as that of the surface, so in this case this Fv, the vertical force, okay, if the underside of this curve is subjected to water or hydrostatic pressure, the vertical force Fv is nothing but the imaginary area, imaginary weight of the liquid which is above this curved surface. Getting the point or not? That means हमको वर्टिकल फोर्स निकालना है कर्व्ड सरफेस का, और उस कर्व्ड सरफेस के नीचे वाटर है, सो ऑब्वियसली दिस वाटर विल पुश दिस कर्व्ड सरफेस फ्रॉम टुवर्ड्स टॉप. ओके, तो वर्टिकल फोर्स अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में लगेगा. अब ये अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन का फोर्स हम कैसे निकाल सकते हैं? वी विल कंसिडर एन इमेजिनरी एरिया, ओके, अबाउट दिस कर्व्ड सरफेस अप टू फ्री लिक्विड सरफेस. यहाँ से लेकर फ्री लिक्विड सरफेस तक एक इमेजिनरी एरिया कंसिडर करेंगे. ओके, और इस एरिया में जितना भी वेट है लिक्विड का, that weight is nothing but the vertical force. Clear or not? That means this much area, इस एरिया का या इस वॉल्यूम का जितना भी वेट है लिक्विड का, सेम लिक्विड का जितना भी वेट है, that will be taken as the vertical force. First thing. Now suppose we have the case of the pipe. Pipe means suppose the free liquid surface does not exist. Here the pressure is suppose P1 and here the pressure is suppose P2. Okay, here the pressure was 0, that means the atmospheric pressure, and here whatever the pressure is, here the pressure is P atmosphere, so we consider it as the free liquid surface. Now suppose the free liquid surface does not exist. Here we have the pressure as P1 and here we have the pressure as P2, and here this is our curved surface. So what we will do in this case is we will assume the free liquid surface. And how can we assume the free liquid surface? If P is equal to rho g h, H is equal to P by rho g, this we have already seen. So if suppose the pressure here is P1, okay, so corresponding to this pressure, the height of the water column above that will be equal to H, which is equal to P by rho g. Okay, so we will consider the free liquid surface above this. This is our imaginary free liquid surface which is at a height of P1 by rho g. Getting this or not? So now what? Now अब इसके ऊपर जितनी भी लिक्विड है उसका वेट, दिस कर्व्ड सरफेस के ऊपर जितनी भी लिक्विड है वो कंप्लीट वेट इज नथिंग बट द वर्टिकल फोर्स Fv. Getting this thing or not? Okay. Okay, so you can write down the note. If only underside of curved surface is subjected to hydrostatic pressure, the vertical component of hydrostatic thrust on surface acts upwards and is equal to the weight of imaginary volume of liquid extending from surface up to the level of free surface. Next, if free surface does not exist in practice, an imaginary free surface of height P by rho g is taken where P is known.